I think it's safe to assume many of us are heading to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 100-degree weather on the forecast. But this is also a great time to talk about drowning dangers, especially with children with autism. According to the CDC, drowning is the leading cause of death in children with autism, and those risks increase, of course, during the summer. Joining us now is David Walquist with Blue Sprig Pediatrics. I really enjoy swimming, but when I'm with my kids, I have this fear, but I'm sure that's elevated with kids with autism. So why is it so much more riskier with kids with autism?
Yeah, so like you said, that the leading cause of death for children with autism is drowning. And one of the major reasons for that is that 50% of children with autism at some point either dart or run away from specific locations. So sometimes that's quiet and they just slowly wander off, or sometimes it is fast and I'm running into a dangerous situation.
So what specific risks do children with autism face around the pool?
Well, so there's just the ultimate risk of drowning, and then there's the other risk of the increased likelihood that they might engage in some other dangerous behavior because sensory overload, things happening in the pool that I may not like, leaving the pool because I love the pool so much, I don't like that, and so I'm going to engage in some dangerous behavior there. But it specifically comes down to that core deficit of autism is a lack of communication and the inability to communicate what you want and what you need at every moment. And so I might engage in more dangerous behaviors while I'm in the pool, which then increases the risk of something bad happening.
So if you're a parent or a caregiver of someone with autism, what do you recommend to them to ensure safety around the water?
Well, there's a lot of things you can do before you even get into the water. So setting up a gate, if you have a pool, having a gate around the pool, having a lock on that gate. There's also alarms that go off when that gate opens. And so there's a lot of things you can do before you even get to the water that prevents a child from getting to the water.
What type of skills or training do you think parents and caregivers of children with autism, what should they be doing ahead of time?
First thing is get in swim lessons. Knowing how to swim decreases the likelihood of drowning by 88%. And so that's going to be the biggest skill of, if I know how to swim and I fall into the pool, I can now save myself and decrease that.
So if you say we do find ourselves in this situation and a child with autism does start drowning, what should we do first, and what if it becomes an emergency situation? How can we handle that if they have this sensory overload?
So first and foremost, if I want to get you out of the pool, I want to get you away from that specific danger. But then as a parent, as a caregiver for any kind of child, is I want to know how to do CPR. I want to take those classes to learn those skills so I know how to help in that situation.
Where can we go to find some more information about water safety?
BlueSprigAutism.com is a great resource. We have a blog post up specifically about water safety, and then we also have 11 clinics in the Metro Houston area, so you can come in, come ask questions, get more specifics on what you can do to help your child.
Thank you so much for bringing us information on this life-saving, just giving us this life-saving information. We really appreciate it.